All right, guys, this is a special broadcast. Okay, because typically on Talkback, we handle, I handle anyway, specifically, entertainment. Let me just change the lighting here. Yeah, that's better. Entertainment, film, TV, fandom, things in fandom. But this is like this high intensity news, guys. Yeah, let me get that lights on there. It's high intensity news. Obviously, last couple of days, Mayweather Donny, aka the Big D, aka Donny T, aka Little Donny, aka Big Donny, aka Big Don, aka DT, aka Donny T, aka Don Trumpy, went to hospital, because he got diagnosed with coronavirus. And, I mean, look, obviously, there's a lot of talk, and, there's a lot of people who've been talking about the polarizing thoughts that folks have about what's going on. There's people out there who are like very happy that Donny has coronavirus and are hoping that he expires. And there are people who are hopeful that he doesn't expire. And then there's people in the middle who might not like Donny T, but just out of human decency are just saying that, you know what, we don't like this guy, but we don't want anything to happen to this guy. Now, I'm going to say that I'm on that boat, okay? I mean, I'm like, Donny T isn't my favorite guy in the world, but, I don't wish the guy to die. I mean, that's like, I mean, it's a weird one. It's like, yeah, I mean, it's to go to that length. I think you actually have to have some kind of personal gripe with somebody, right? I think you have to have a personal issue, which I don't. So, I mean, obviously the guy is symbolic of a lot of issues that are going on. But anyway, look, the point of this is that there's been recent news as of right now on the money that the guy is having breathing problems. Insiders are coming out. There's different people. So there's people who are saying nobody's saying he's fine. So that's for sure. Then there are obviously, and I'll get onto that later, about the people who think this is all a big hoax and it's a hustle, which it could be, by the way. This could be a hustle. But I'm going to say that it's not a hustle, just for the sake of this particular transmission that I'm making out here. So let's say it's not a hustle. In fact, let me just put up a little banner. Let me put up a Bruce banner here, guys. Let's change that one. No, let's just probably edit that one. Let's the condition wasn't okay. Let's show that. Yes, guys. You know what, guys? I mean, I kind of like this. I think Talkback needs to go in not in a different direction, but I think I might start commenting on some generalities. I mean, even though it's a fan site, and I should be focusing on that. There isn't that much news that is of interest to me as of now going on. So I might actually start doing like some random posts about general social and current affairs. So back to the topic at hand. They're saying that he's having trouble breathing, and the next 48 hours are going to be crucial, okay? And that's because I think they said the first 10 days or so of you catching this thing, that, those are like the most important times that sort of determine what direction you go in if you fall sick. So, the millions of people have gotten coronavirus and didn't get sick, right? But they're just saying that if you do get sick, it's that first period that is actually very important for your situation. Okay. Now, obviously, we got to, I mean, this guy is over 70 years old. He's not in the best shape on the planet. I mean, I wouldn't call him fat, but he's definitely overweight, He doesn't exercise a lot. Like he's not like a supremely healthy person. And even if he was even healthier, like at that age, your immune system isn't going to be as strong as somebody who's in his 40s, 30s, and especially the teenagers and 20-year-olds, and so on. So obviously you got a scenario going on there because this guy is literally coronavirus party. Like he's the number one guy, one of the guys that this particular condition enjoys, jubilates, marinates in. It's this guy. So I think that that's a very, very serious situation. And yeah, man, I mean, I don't even know what to say about this, but the crazy thing about it is, what if this guy doesn't make it out? What if this guy doesn't make it out of the game? What if this is it? What if this is all she wrote? That's a crazy situation, guys. Because anybody who's hoping that Donald Trump doesn't survive and dies, you're not thinking about the big picture, because that's actually probably the worst scenario out of everything. That's the worst scenario, because it's actually better if he goes to the election and loses the election, or wins. Like any scenario is better than him dying, because if that happens, that throws everything off. Pence will become president for now anyway. The election, I mean, I don't know what you're electing, because the guy is not, like, it becomes such a mess of a scenario. And that's not even taking into account the amount of conspiracy theories that will exist. I mean, guys, I'm going to accept that the guy really died of coronavirus. They're going to say he was assassinated. And then you got a whole other scenario. Anyway, guys, that's the current news. Dudes, I mean, it's definitely is a, let me just edit this title. Let me see. Yeah, let me just put that in there. Let's save changes. Edits, get that. Save that. Yeah, guys. Ooh, an error code. This is usually temporary. Wait a moment, then try again. Let's try that again. Okay, I don't know what's going on there. All right, guys. Just trying to do some editing there. Ooh, got comment here. Man, listen, man. Infinities. Guy. 2020. It's a film. In fact, I'm even going to say this, right? 2020 is a crap film. Because if somebody wrote a script of all the things that have happened in 2020, you'd think it was a trash movie. You'd be like, come on, man. That's not realistic. Who's going to watch that? Who's going to take that kind of film seriously? That's actually the reason I was talking to somebody, right? And I actually said that I don't believe you can make a good film out of 2020. I think 2020 has been so wild that any film would not be as good as the actual reality of, or as wild as the reality of 2020. This has officially been probably the craziest year humanity has had ever. Like, is there any year that's been, I suppose you'd have to go back to like Black Death and stuff like that, to find a year. And those were like sort of prolonged things and so on. But I don't know if there's ever been a year where this many insane things have happened in the same year. I mean, look, correct me if I'm wrong. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, guys, look, man, I just wanted to just check in, just do the check-in on that, Let me try and edit this now. But I really don't have any more news other than Donny T is in dire straits. I don't know why this isn't working. All right, guys, I'm getting out of here. I'm gonna try and be back for some regular programming. Once I get a moment. But a guy's got to eat. A guy's got to make his daily bread. Cheers.